Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Let's jump right in. Today, we're looking at a historical event that just perfectly captures what happens when an immense crisis meets absolutely unparalleled generosity. We're talking about the preparation of the Muslim army for the Tabuk expedition. We're going to stick right to our source text today to figure out exactly what went down, what was on the line, and how one single person's actions literally echoed through history.
So think about this little mystery for a second. Which companion of the Prophet Muhammad prepared an entire army using his own personal wealth, and in return got glad tidings that would be remembered forever? I mean, preparing a whole army is a massive logistical nightmare today, let alone centuries ago in the middle of the unforgiving Arabian desert. Keep that in the back of your mind as we set the stage here.
Section 1. The Crisis of Tabuk.
To really grasp the sheer magnitude of the generosity we're about to look at, we kind of have to understand the severe crisis the Muslim community was actually facing. It was the 9th year of the Hijri calendar, and the conditions for the Tabuk expedition were, well, they were brutal. The army was staring down extreme, lethal desert heat and a notoriously long journey. But honestly, the most critical issue, a severe lack of resources. How on earth do you march a strong army across a scorching desert when you literally don't have basic provisions or mounts? The stakes couldn't possibly have been higher.
Section 2. Uthman's unprecedented generosity.
This desperate situation brings us right to the major turning point of our explainer. Faced with this absolutely crushing need for a strong army and vital resources, Hazrat Uthman bin Affan stepped up to the plate. And he didn't just toss in a token donation, you know. He brought forward this massive, totally unprecedented amount of camels, horses, and wealth purely for the sake of Allah's pleasure. Uthman's monumental injection of wealth basically neutralized the army's severe vulnerabilities overnight. By single-handedly bridging that massive gap between having literally nothing and fielding a capable force, Uthman played this absolutely foundational role in securing the eventual victory at Tabuk. It was a total game-changer.
Section 3. The Prophet's Glad Tidings.
So, when someone makes a sacrifice of that incredible magnitude, how is it actually received? Well, the sources tell us the Prophet was immensely pleased. He prayed for Uthman and delivered these absolutely unforgettable glad tidings, which are recorded in Sunnah Tirmidhi. Nothing Uthman does after today will harm him. I want you to really let the weight of those words sink in for a moment. The sheer scale, and more importantly, the sincerity of Uthman's sacrifice to secure that army earned him this ultimate, reverent assurance. Now, as focused learners, it's always super important for us to look at the academic context, right? So while there are some varying opinions among scholars regarding the specific chain of transmission for this exact hadith, the core historical event itself is rock solid. Actually, Hazrat Uthman's immense financial assistance in outfitting the Tabuk army is completely corroborated by multiple, highly reliable narrations. So his monumental generosity, that is an undeniable historical fact of the era. No question about it.
Section 4. The Enduring Lesson.
Having established the history of 9 Hijri, what's our timeless takeaway from all of this? Well, the story of Uthman teaches us that wealth spent with true sincerity in the path of Allah is simply never wasted. Instead, it kind of acts as the ultimate spiritual and practical investment. It becomes a cause for just immense reward, not just in the hereafter, but in this world too. Uthman saw a crisis, held absolutely nothing back, and acted with pure, unadulterated intention.
The source text wraps up with this really beautiful prayer. May Allah grant us also the generosity and sincerity of Hazrat Uthman. Amen. So looking at how Uthman used exactly what he had to answer the call of his time, I want to ask you, how can you reflect this kind of deep sincerity in your own life today? Like what resources, time, or energy can you step forward with to help those in need around you right now? It's something to think about, for sure. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer and exploring this incredible piece of history with us. Until next time, keep learning and keep reflecting.